What is an addiction that the world is just okay with? My brother-in-law just killed himself while on Ambien. You see the side effect of suicidal thoughts and assume that's only for people who are depressed or already have suicidal tendencies. My brother-in-law was the least suicidal person I've known. His whole world was taking care of my sister and his kids. And he just woke up one morning, after not really sleeping much even though he took Ambien, got his gun, drove to a park and shot himself. My sister and her kids have no income and are now trying to scrape by without losing the house. There's no way in hell he intended to do it. He'd been on Ambien for 7 years and was starting to worry about memory loss and missing time, so he was trying to wean himself off. I tell everyone I know, if you or someone you love is taking Ambien, find a safe way to stop. Borrowing money and convincing oneself it'll be fine later. Alcohol. Honestly, it's so ingrained in British culture, and the world at large, but it's almost reached a protected status. You're treated like a weirdo if you just don't want to drink. Phone addictions when it's parents instead of kids. Celebrities. I've never understood being obsessed with someone who is no different than you. Ambien. I work as a pharmacist and it blows my mind that so many prescribers write for it too often. It's got to be one of the most incorrectly prescribed medications out there. To stop taking it is a rough process, weeks of little to no sleep until your body figures out how to sleep again. The need for social validation. I've seen it happen to so many people where their lives turn in obsession of acting or looking perfect, only to crave the attention of total stranger on social media. Like, no, you don't need to post every 2 seconds to feel that you're worth love. Outage. Being mad about really stupid things. Just for the sake of being mad. Edit. As many have pointed out, I misspelt outrage, lol. Hopefully this edit calms some of the outrage I've caused with my egregious typo. Sips energy drink, video games, hits vape. I think a lot more people are addicted to alcohol than we care to admit. Work. I know some people that straight up can't imagine their life where they don't put aside everything for their job as their culture has told them they are only worth something while they are earning money. It can get unhealthy very fast. Alcohol, caffeine, mass consumption of media. Anything that involves giving money to someone else on a constant and continuous cycle. Consumerism. It's good to keep on buying for the economy, so they actually promote it. Alcohol. We talk a lot of game about how bad alcoholism is, but drinking is such a social expectation that you almost get judged just as much for not wanting to touch the shite. Then we see a bunch of wine mom memes going across Facebook and just kinda don't question it. Oh, and caffeine. Fast food, social media, pop and other sugary drinks. Internet. There are a lot of people, me included, who are so used to being able to be online 24/7 where even a day without internet is going to be a rough time. You can buy alcohol and tobacco on almost every street in North America. Probably the rest of the world as well, but I have not seen that with my own eyes. Can't believe how deep I went and didn't see booze. The mommy wine crowd, the daily pub stop for 2 or 3, the people who drink a cocktail or 2.5 a bottle of wine practically every night. I know so many functioning alcoholics, it is mind-boggling. Work. Everyone praises someone who works extra hours and earns more money. The downside is that person will miss out on living, friendships and relationships. YouTube. I think it's great, but I don't imagine life without it. This'll probably get downvoted, but marijuana. Although it may not cause deaths directly and is good for some medicinal purposes, some people take it too far and let it interfere with their lives. Greed and the acquisition of wealth and possessions. Addiction to money, also known as greed. Apparently fentanyl. No one's doing anything properly to deal with it. Honestly surprised weed isn't up there. Yes, it can be great for so many reasons, but is also an addictive substance, and so many younger people are fully dependent on it. Wine moms. Alcohol addiction is only okay if it comes with a wink and a cutesy tagline about children being hard work. Bonus points if there's a selfie including a messy house BC, life comes first. ETA, or a live, laugh, love sign. We can't even poop without pushing screens into our eyeballs. Wealth addiction. A lot of people believe and are actively encouraged to think that the little numbers in their bank account are the be-all end-all of existence and they should constantly strive for more. Smoking, it's such a huge business and the tobacco lobby is so powerful, it will never really stop. Exercise. You only get positive feedback for being addicted to it. Cigarettes. Smoking is seen as a normal thing, but for young me it really sucked to come home from my dad's house stinking of smoke. Breathing, it's very difficult to stop. Food addiction. The increase in numbers re diabetes in the last 20 years has been enormous. Pardon the pun. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and liking. Any feedback in the comments would be greatly appreciated so that we can make these videos even better. Thanks for watching Upvote Stories.